April 29th, direct from Italy, Lamberto Tozzi comes to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. It's the Gloria Forever Tour. Umberto Tozzi. With over 70 million records sold, see Umberto Tozzi. Gloria, one of Umberto Tozzi's major hits, exploded in the U.S. when recorded by American singer Laura Branigan. Umberto Tozzi, the Gloria Forever Tour, arrives in America at Atlantic City's Hard Rock Hotel and Casino with special guest Biagio. Italian singing sensation Biagio joins singer, songwriter, composer, record producer Umberto Tozzi. The Gloria Forever Tour, Saturday, April 29th at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com.
All right, welcome back to the Wiseguyz Show.
That's so.
Season 10 just kicked off, and we hope everybody had an amazing New Year, and then it went to Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, St. Joseph's Day, and now we're here. Spring has started, and we're here back in this new studio. I am Freddie the Fireman from the Wiseguyz Show. Sitting across from me, we got Jumpin' Gennaro.
That's so.
That's so.
Sitting across Jumpin' Gennaro, we got the Italian singing sensation, Biagio. And he's back from by popular demand. Mini Mark is back in the house.
Oh, yeah.
And Joey Katz in Florida.
Having a good time.
Having a great time in Florida. Joey Katz not here, but he'll be back doing some stuff with us. We got a lot to talk about.
He's in Africa, not Florida.
Africa.
Did you see a picture of recently? Madonna mia.
Oh, Joey's everywhere.
He is dark, man. He's dark.
Let's go with Mini Mark. Mini, how you been?
Oh, great. Well, you know, it's holiday time, right? It's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. You had a busy
I always measure the months by the characters that I am, right? February's Cupid.
Cupid.
March is all like leprechaun. I dress as a leprechaun more than I dress like my regular clothes.
Than any other act or any other persona? Is that the most? Is the leprechaun?
Yeah.
The month of March. And I obviously the mini Trump stuff is always
mini Trump is great.
Mini Trump is in high demand right now.
Your videos are unbelievable. I love them.
You're a legend.
You're unbelievable.
So
Fantastic.
for anybody who doesn't know, that's how it all began. Annette brought you in the studio as a leprechaun for St. Pat's, and we were in the original studio. And he's like, "What are we gonna do?" I said, "Just get ready to get crazy. Just follow our lead," and that's what happened.
So people probably don't know, right? What we're talking about entirely, right? But I do Little People Entertainment.
That's it.
So I do many different characters, anything from being a rock star to a leprechaun.
Do you have a set spot that everybody could come see you? Is it just Instagram, or do you have a website or anything?
Instagram is my platform. So Marky Mark, MARKY, 5721.
Nice.
I don't know. Nice. Instagram is my.
You pop up every time I see you.
I'm going to tell you something I know and I remember, and you can't deny it. You got fired up on our show. And when we fired you up, you started going crazy with all characters.
Yeah.
We put the fire in you. Tell me the truth.
Yeah, no, definitely. No matter how you look at it, it's all entertainment, right?
Of course.
How about those boat scenes? Where are you, on a lake?
I'm
down
actually
the shore.
F
Where
Cove,
are you?
F Cove in Brick, New Jersey.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah, a lot of boaters are big Trump supporters. So
I seen those videos. They're great.
They hire me all the time as mini Trump, and I'm on the boats, and it's great. People from Florida are calling me too to do it.
Go down there.
Because it's a Republican state.
As long as they pay your trip, you're there.
Yeah, why not, right? I'll go anywhere.
You're a legend. I'm telling you, I everything I see you doing, you're having a lot of fun. You're enjoying your life. You're making money, and that's what's important. You know,
the most requested little person, I guess.
Absolutely.
So I gotta, always amp up my game of the other little people, right?
Yeah, well,
change my different characters.
You should get into acting because you're famous. You're kind of famous already. So
let's do it.
Little guy doing big things. That's all I know.
Little people doing big things.
Yeah,
I could be on Baywatch.
But he's also a musician as well. Remember that?
Yeah.
Play drums.
See? the guitar with the sparklers on it. I saw you do that.
I do Guns
Fire.
Guns N' Roses, yeah.
And you take shots off a bar from a girl's...
Mini slash.
Mini slash.
Sometimes I'm called on to be a stripper, you know, whatever it is. It's a hard job. Somebody's got to do it.
How many characters do you have?
I got about 60 different characters.
60? Wow, that's crazy. That's nice.
That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean,
but the best part of it is that you're Italian. That's really
I'm Italian, 100%, 100% Italian. So the biggest question, being a leprechaun all month, people will come up to me in a bar and be like, "Can I ask you a question? Are you Irish?" And I'm like, 100% Italian. Don't you know St. Patrick's was Italian?
There you go.
I tell you, I've over the years, I've got into fights over that, and I don't know. They take offense to it. The ones from Ireland, the Americans are Italian. The Irish Americans are a little easier on it, but man, them Ireland's they get
you got that numbered in the fire department.
Yeah. No, I got forget it. Just let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. But yeah, it is spring. Spring is in the air, and we got a ton of things to talk about. Before we discuss that, though, we did have an amazing New Year, and Biagio sold out at Macaluso's on Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah,
Macaluso's amazing.
And wow, what a sold out. You couldn't even. You came to Macaluso's too.
I love that. That's my favorite.
Is it a great catering place?
And
right?
it's just the food is amazing there too.
They
And
do
of
a
course,
great
you're
job.
amazing too. But
No.
The food is always,
We go there because they cater to the Italians.
Yeah.
Italian delicacies and everything going on.
they've been consistent. That's important.
Yeah.
And, you know, we moved along Valentine's Day, and we got into March with celebrity boxing. And a lot of you guys were busy.
Damon Feldman.
But I came out to celebrity boxing, and, man, let me tell you, we had another sold-out celebrity boxing at the Showboat in Atlantic City. And it was just, it's a lot of fun to get out there. And Showboat looks amazing right now. You seen that place?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Have you seen it?
yeah.
They're building a water park the size of the entire parking lot to the other side. Yeah. And the game room, and I heard that the area where they had the ring, and that's going to be all for kids too. So they're
Well, listen, they talked about it for a very long time. I'm sure you know this. They wanted to make another Disney, and so that was a magnificent plan. But it's also a lot of investment. So this is a little bit of that flavor, and I think that's important. You gotta make it family friendly, and that's water parks usually do very well.
Well, speaking of Atlantic City, April 29th, you saw the video to start the show. Biagio will be opening up for Italian legend Umberto Tozzi. I'll tell you. And they're almost sold out, so I don't know where, when you see this video and you're watching this, if you're ready to buy tickets, you better buy them because it's almost gone. Biagio.
Yeah, come out because the tickets are we're going to be sold out very soon.
Yeah.
And again, you're going to see a legend on the stage. Umberto Tozzi with his big hit Ti Amo, You Chick Gloria.
Very big hits.
We could go on and on and on. And this may be his last American tour. We don't know.
Yeah.
So come out.
At the Hard Rock Casino in Atlantic City on April 29th. We also have a bus service to go there. Reach out to us on our Facebook group page. I have the information as we go. But speaking of Atlantic City, I got to say it now because it's very important because we're on the subject. Resorts Casino in Atlantic City will be seeing the Wiseguyz and Italian singing sensation Biagio.
Yes.
And in the fall, look for us in the fall. We got a lot of things going on, and that's just the start of it. So Resorts, that's where they filmed the movie Wiseguyz, just so you know, was in Resorts. So we belonged there.
Freddie, what was the event that we did? It was one of the events, and we were planning to do a show. We said, we're going to be in Atlantic City sooner or later. And then it was that night, I actually stayed at the Resorts and stayed overnight, and so did Anthony and Linda. And I went down in the lower quarters, and there was nobody there. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, if you remember this. And I started walking into the area where they had the imprints of Sinatra and Kenny Rogers and Barbra Streisand. I had this amazing, eerie feeling. I'm walking through, and it was just a little bit of light on the main theater. And I remember opening up the door, and I saw the theater, and I just said, you remember this? I said, this has got to be our home. Something is pulling us into resorts, and that's going on. That's 2.5, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wherever it was, and then we went upstairs.
I remember you saying this. Too.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember you
and
saying.
then we went upstairs the next morning. We were ready to leave, and we went to breakfast. And I still think we're going to do a show on the deck, on the back deck of that restaurant, facing the ocean. We still got to do that.
How many people could fit up there?
Oh, on the deck? Easily about 50 people.
Oh, I thought it was bigger. That's why I didn't know.
No, on the deck, but then you have the dining area.
Yeah, well,
Like
how
be
big
inside.
of an area
Oh,
is
the
that?
area inside, you could fit at least 300 people.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
Okay,
probably.
yeah, well,
We could do a show with breakfast. We could do a breakfast.
Listen, expect the Wiseguyz, Biagio.
That's gonna be a big variety
Our
show.
friends, we're gonna put it together, and we're gonna hit Resorts Casino sometime in the fall. Stay tuned. We also have some little things that might go on along the way, like they mentioned the Pizza Festival, or even Nikki Petito's thing. Nikki, the Paisan Con. We're working
keep
on
it
that.
on the low.
Yes, we're gonna make something happen. Stay tuned to the Wiseguyz group page on Facebook.
Did
to see
you know
all the
that
things.
this was told to me by a Italian guy who's been going there for almost 40 years? No, it's one of the best place. I didn't know that it was one of the first places in Atlantic City, and they catered entertainment to the people that were in the military. Did you know
Oh, they
this?
did. The only thing I know is she told me, which I didn't know. Frank Sinatra sang on that stage.
Of course. That's
I-
what.
Right, but you would think I don't know how old Resorts is.
Oh, it's
I don't know when it was
legendary.
built, but I was like, wow. So she was talking about all these big acts that were there, and I said, now we're a
course.
part of it.
Of
It's
course.
been around a long
Now we're
time,
part of it.
Resorts.
And now,
So maybe that was one of the first ones that went up.
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
I
absolutely.
think so, definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
But these are just some of the things, and now you saw we didn't even do the poster for Resorts yet, so this is the first time we're even announcing it. But there is another thing we're working on, and it's taking us to Garfield, New Jersey, at the famous Goodfellas restaurant, where the Wiseguyz will be doing live podcasts at the famous Goodfellas restaurant in Garfield. And Biagio, let me tell you, Mike's working on it, getting the dates. We don't have any dates yet, but they're
Great
going to
place.
pop up.
Do we announce what it's?
That's up to you.
targeted
You're
for?
working on it.
Well, everybody should know this. I guess it's the time, right, to set up the stage for it. So most people know that was obviously the place where the owner, Mr. Conti, actually not only was in the film, was friends with Joe Pesci, Scorsese, Frank Vincent, Frankie Valli. Okay, everybody that was at De Niro's been there. So that's when there was a very, very strong, stimulation and buzz in the place. But for many years, the food is actually very good.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
So for a while, people forgot about it. But now we are going to do a tribute to both brothers, the Conti brothers and the family. And this has already been discussed. The date is going to be announced once we collaborate all of the talent that we want there to be there. So
Wasn't Conti a doctor?
Yes,
Yes,
both.
he was.
Two brothers,
I
Ken and Dan.
remember going there a long time ago when I had a car accident.
You went
I
to
had
the
a whiplash treatment over
on
there.
Midland Avenue.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
Yeah.
Ken Dan, it was called. Ken Dan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
That's-
I got to say, though, I got to let the little bit of the cat out of the bag. The Wiseguyz Godfather and our Artie Pasquale and our consigliere to the Wiseguyz show, Federico Castelluccio, Furio from the Sopranos, and they are going to be leading the way with more guests coming, and we're going to announce everything. Trust me, you're going to love it. It's going to be set up just right, and nothing better than Goodfellas.
it's going to be the Wiseguyz
Just
show.
the name is great.
It's going to be
Goodfellas.
Sopranos night and Goodfellas support and honor of them and their family.
And we're going to have music.
Yeah,
gonna be mobbed.
It's going to be packed to the walls.
It's going to be packed.
Yep.
And I'm getting a lot of requests. They want to know when it is. They want to be part of it. And I said it's going to be a first come, first serve basis.
Yes.
Can I go with you? Everybody's going to be saying that because they figured they're not going to be able to get in. It's only going to be limited. We can't, So you just got to stay tuned and make sure you.
That's it. That's
know,
all we
you
could do. We
follow.
can't, things are going to be growing, and we got a lot of things going on. And I got to tell you, as Mark is busy as he is, Biagio, you've been busy all off season. You've played in Las Vegas, Arizona. Tell us,
No, it's great. Listen, actually this year we're going to go to California as well. But we're doing Las Vegas, Florida. So it's nice because we're seeing all the different Italian communities. everywhere we go,
we had this
there's a lot of Italian
conversation
people.
a year and a half ago, and we said we're going to also tour. Now that we're getting into it, Freddie, we got to also tour. But I said people want to meet and greet us. People meet and greet. You're performing, but you're meeting the people. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
When you're touring. So you got to get on board.
But
with
it's
us.
nice. It's great because you're seeing people like in Arizona. I didn't think there were that many Italian people. There's a load, a ton.
Forget about it.
Of Italian people.
I might have to be your mini security guard on that one. I'm thinking that. I don't know.
It's great.
Listen, it's a matter of time till you're going to start singing some Italian music. And
All right.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Can you sing Italian?
Yeah, why not?
Sure, why not?
You could dress up as a
Figure it out.
hitman. You could be a hitman.
Oh yeah, I definitely could be
Get
a
the
hitman.
suit on. That's easy.
That's 100%.
And the pistol.
I can do that.
Well, let's just do a quick announcement for this new studio that we're in. ANG Media, be creative, be yourself, and we're here at this amazing studio, a beautiful setup, and we're so happy. Andrew Santiago, thank you for having us, and
Andrea.
this is all good stuff, and we're going to be opening up some doors to other people looking to have podcasts, and they're going to come.
So we
to
have
Wiseguyz.
Ange, which I'm sure he knows that Angel too. Angel. 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 We got an angel in here. So
But, there are people that we do the Wiseguyz show with that aren't here today. Scala Photography. Anthony Scala's not here.
Master of the Lens.
Anthony's another legend out there doing all kinds of gigs. Annette's behind the scenes right now, taking it easy tonight, not having to worrying about the video. Our engineer is still with us. Roberto Santos is in the background.
Santos.
He's there. And obviously Billy Gagoots, who's been doing some behind the scenes work for us. Billy out there, thank you, Billy, for all the work you do for us. But we have so many announcements to make, and I'm going to be putting them up as we go. We're right around the corner from April 1st. This Saturday, as a matter of fact, the Wiseguyz will be at Galdo's in South Philly. With the Uncle Louie Variety Show and the Italian singing sensation Biagio.
Our brothers, some other mothers.
We're
South
hosting.
Philly,
We're
come
hosting.
out.
Yep, we're hosting that event, and it's gonna. Let me tell you, it just keeps going.
Philly, there's another beautiful family of ours in Philadelphia that are waiting for us to get there. But we want you to join us. If you're not in Philly and you're not in Jersey and you're in the surrounding area, and it's even an hour drive, come see us, come greet us. We're gonna love to see you.
Yep. Galdo's, April 1st.
We're gonna promise you a lot of fun, not just entertainment.
Philly,
we're gonna have
Philly's
a great
always
time.
fun.
You should come down, Mark.
I was there
He's
2
probably-
weeks.
he's probably busy.
I was there 2 weeks ago for a swingers party. That's another.
Oh, really?
Saturdays are busy for you.
At Galdo's or South Philly?
In South Philly.
South Philly.
Yeah.
Hey, are you booked every Saturday?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, that's good stuff. How about Fridays? You booked a lot of Fridays?
Yeah. Fridays and Saturdays. And now everybody's doing Sunday brunches.
Oh,
so brunches are the
Sunday
new
fun
thing
day?
for parties.
really? The
Oh,
brunches.
yeah. Especially in Staten Island. Those people never stop.
That part, yeah.
In Staten Island, that's for sure.
That's like old Newark, Staten Island.
Yeah.
The way they are. But talking about our studio, we can't do nothing without our sponsors. I have a list of sponsors. I do have to say them real quick just to get them out. I want to start off with our number one sponsor, Roccabella Vodka. And now she's got her caramel apple whiskey.
I can't wait to try it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I didn't bring it tonight because it's like 150 degrees in the studio. So if we drank some vodka, we might be like just sweating all over. But and then we got Troy Anello Cigars. Troy Anello Cigars.
Michael.
Yep.
Miguel.
Harley Davidson, Morris Plains, Bobby Harley.
Yeah.
Bobby.
We're going to be doing something in Harley Davidson soon, too. Stay tuned. And obviously, Jersey Pizza Joints. And Jersey Pizza Joints, Guy Matson, Pizza Bowl 3. We had a great time. They're doing a pizza game contest. And I think Pasquale won it last year, right? Somebody won.
They're doing a pizza game contest?
Yes. Yes.
I never seen that before.
And this is good
Napoli
stuff.
pizza, but pizza game I never saw.
Yeah, they're having
And
it.
it was some serious
Wow.
competition.
Stay tuned. I'm working on the poster for that. That'll be popping up soon. Obviously, another sponsor, Celebrity Boxing, Damon Feldman and his whole crew over there.
Yeah.
Linda, Tracy, you know, they're just
The whole
class
crew,
acts there.
awesome.
The whole crew over
They're
there.
awesome. We're actually going to see some of them, I understand.
Yes, at Galdo's.
In Galdo's.
They'll be there. They'll
I'd
be
like
there.
to see Damon. Damon, we'd
He's
like
coming.
to see
He's coming. He told me he's going to stop in.
Good,
He's going to stop in.
Good.
Aroma di Napoli Bakery, and obviously Blue Eyes and Queen Margarita. Yep. We're going to be doing stuff there too.
Yep.
The best pizza around. And also Scala Photography I mentioned. And just like Nona's in Orange, New Jersey, where we'll be doing the Italian American Street Festival there in September. So we're locked into that on the 9th and the 10th. No, on the 10th and the 9th and the 10th.
The 9th and the 10th.
Just so you know,
September.
just like Nona's, their cookies are like homemade, just like Nona was gonna
Just
make.
like
Let
Nona.
me tell you, their
That's
pizza
it.
gain was good too. I had it the other day.
Everything is good. Everything is good.
They're gonna put them in the.
They're our sisters, and we are, they're big brothers. Ain't nobody gonna play
And
with
then
them.
obviously all the sponsors you see on the monitor that it's listen, we are somebody who goes out there and becomes friends with all those good people, because I always had a motto: when you do things with good people, only great things happen, and that's what's going on.
truth.
That's what's going on right now.
We bring people together. Remember that.
And one of the things we're going to be doing about bringing people together, let me tell you, this is something I wanted to mention. In Little Italy on Grand Avenue, on the corner of Grand Avenue and Mulberry, John Cha-Cha Ciarcia, who was like an uncle to me, a mentor, his wife Karen, him opened up a store, the oldest pizza joint in New Jersey, in New York, in the world. It was the oldest
You mean the
cheese store in America. And
Yours?
they had to close down on March 1st. They had to close down on March 1st.
Which was a terrible situation.
Terrible situation. But they're going to be coming to Lyndhurst. Oliva Dairy will be coming to Lyndhurst, and we're going to be the #1 support.
Yes.
You talk about bringing people.
Yes.
We're going to be bringing people to Lyndhurst to try out some amazing cheese and an amazing store. And Karen King, we're going to do everything we can
Buddy,
to make it happen.
we talked to him, we talked to her, we talked to John Charchia, the nephew, and we said, just let us know whatever we could do, however we could be instrumental. We can only do so much. They had to take the lead, and we did whatever we could, of course, cheered them on, and we will be there with you every step of the way.
Yep.
And talking about that tribute, we shared this also. When they're ready, we do a tribute to Cha-Cha, and it's well
that's
deserved.
guaranteed.
Yeah. So
now, Oliva Dairy, you never been to. It was in Little Italy when you performed in San Gennaro. They were closed last year. They actually had to stand out front. But you like fresh mozzarella. They were like one of the first I've seen that had, like you ever tried the mozzarella sticks? They had fresh mozzarella. Really? Fresh mozzarella sticks.
Wow!
And we brought some. We took them home, and
that must have been amazing.
You cook them right in and out, get them like crispy on the outside, just pull them out.
Listen, you go and have Italian sausage, with the peppers and onions, at a festival. Usually you'll find some place that makes them really good, and that's where you would get them during the festivals.
Yeah. So let me tell you.
Now there's still, I guess during the San Gennaro feast, they're going to still be able to do the stand, even though they're not there.
Oh, yeah,
she's going to do it.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
But it all depends on her situation, if she's there. If not, once she's established, and I'm sure she's going to have
but
someone
she can
set
still
up.
participate, of course.
I'm sure.
So,
I'm sure.
the legacy can continue even
Oh,
though the structure's not there.
Yeah, obviously, John Cha-Cha Ciarcia was a great man out there. He was the unofficial mayor of Little Italy.
Yeah.
And he was always with Vinnie Vella. Danny Aiello was always in his place. All the Tony Danza was always there.
I just thought of an idea. They can have a truck.
Yeah,
Tribute to Cha-Cha and have the truck right there on Grand Street during the festival.
Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Right?
I'm surprised
they
they
still
come
do
up with
that.
that.
I'm
surprised.
They could,
Absolutely. You can
right?
do that.
Do that. Yeah. And it'll still be there. Uno, due, tre, asso!
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on. Everybody's back out of the house. You still see cute people still driving around wearing a mask. I don't know when they're going to get it, but look, as being a fireman, 25 years, I tell you, look, if you really believe the mask works, there's something wrong with you. You need a sealed mask to your face in order for it to work. And I don't care how many masks you try, which ones they tell you, it's all going to come through. You need a sealed mask to your face in order not to get anything. That's the way it is, and that's simple as that. And we in the fire department, we used to do mask tests every year. And they wanted to make sure that your mask fit, you know. And they would put a smelling salt around the edges of the mask. And if you smelt that smelling salt, that mask was no good. And this is a mask that's like got air coming
so you
through
could
a
actually
tank, you know.
Listen, I
whether
just
they
say
work
this,
or not, that's what people believe.
What drives me nuts is when I see somebody who has a mask and you can literally see the stain. I'm like,
Yeah.
What do they think?
They
that
didn't
was
change.
a lifetime mask? Listen,
Or what about the people that wear a mask driving by themselves?
yeah, that's
what
how
I'm
it
With
is.
the
saying.
windows up.
I see them today.
I still see that. I don't
see them
get it.
today.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand that whatsoever. See, as being like from the mountains in Italy, my family came from, and we always believed in fresh air, especially at night, you know, crisp, cool air, and you breathe that fresh air. And you can joke about it all you want, you know, and say, well, who wants to breathe out the outside air? It's all polluted. Well, it ain't as polluted as the air in your house with the windows closed. You know what I mean? You got to get oxygen in your house. You got to open up the windows.
Yep.
In Italy, they open up all the windows of all the house. They air out the house just because for that reason. And I'm just making a point that the best air you could breathe is outside and in a, like say in the park somewhere. If you're in a park and you're wearing a mask, you're kind of like defeating the purpose of breathing fresh air. You know?
You're talking about masks because you're a fireman. You had masks all the time, but let me ask you this.
It's sad.
This is
sad.
very interesting. Where did you ever, everybody sitting at this table, one by one, where did you ever see somebody wear a mask like today, or even, you know, a painter's mask?
In the hospital, like when the surgeons.
Yeah, but when was it? When did you ever witness that for the first time? All right, in the hospitals, that's more common. I'm saying in the world, did you ever experience it?
Other than COVID?
Yeah.
No.
When I was 17.
Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Was I 16, 17? I was in Italy, and I was on the train. We went from Baiano. We went to Nola. We were on the train, and I saw someone who was, I'm assuming they were Chinese, Asian. They had it on, and I never saw that before, ever, anywhere. Not in New York, not in any train, not anywhere. Somebody wearing a mask. So I saw that for the first time, and I just couldn't help but wonder, how come they had this mask on? And I think that time it was probably the bird flu. I mean, we didn't realize bird flu, chicken flu. We never really. I mean, we heard it, but we never really understood what that was really about. So those things have been existing for the longest time, and I don't know why. You know, they had it
because it comes from China. It comes from China.
No, but wait a minute. So I'm thinking, is that something they just knew for many years, even just a common cold, you know, to protect yourself from someone else? Yeah. The common cold, and most people, you know, and the flu.
It's a lot of fear, too.
People. Yeah.
A lot of fear.
But I'm talking about 30, years ago.
Like you said, I never saw it until
saw
COVID.
it.
Yeah, but there's nothing you could do about eliminating the virus floating in the air and going into you. You're gonna get it with a regular mask. It doesn't matter. It's like it's not okay. The people that I knew that wore the mask the most got COVID the most, and it's just mind-boggling. That I mean, I'm talking about people who, when COVID came out, they were like immediately with the mask on, you know, and you didn't even see their face for like 6 months to a year. They always had that mask on, and yet those people caught it 3-4 times. Some have died, you know, and I don't understand. Like I'm like saying to myself, so they thought they had a mask, and they went in a room full of COVID, and they thought they weren't going to get it because they had a mask on, and they end up getting it. So I mean, look, it's over. Thank God. The numbers are, we're containing it. We did what we had to do. Let's just forget about it.
Well, if you notice, it flip-flopped. When you go to a bank now, they tell you that if you wear a mask, you can't go in. Because all the burglaries and everything happen now.
You know,
so now it flip-flopped. You can't go in.
You know, during that time, I was the busiest I ever was.
With COVID?
During COVID.
Really?
Doing Little People Entertainment was through the roof. I was doing more house parties than I've ever done in my life during COVID, because people couldn't go out.
Yeah,
and
it's
they were
true.
just having house parties.
But weren't they allowing only a certain amount of people in the house?
Yeah, but
Remember that?
nobody enforces that.
You want to
Yeah.
really laugh? I usually get like a cold every now and then. Since COVID, I haven't even gotten sick.
Good for you.
I haven't even gotten a cold. Knock on wood, you know, like I haven't even gotten a cold. I used to get a cold at least once a year, you know, like outside.
The
you get
common
a cold,
cold,
you know,
like
the common
common
cold.
cold.
At least once a year. I didn't get sick in the last since COVID. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten sick. I haven't even gotten nothing.
Thank God. I think we're over that hump
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and we're moving forward.
And we're moving forward. You know where we're going? We're going to Goodfellas,
there you go.
resorts in Atlantic City. We're going to Lyndhurst to Oliva Dairy. And we
Nubolga
we have-
Tutagos.
Freddie, we have a bunch of stuff coming
Oh,
up.
my God.
We
Can I
have
can I get my
total,
physical?
Total a day.
You what?
What?
I was gonna say, can I get my physical with
Yeah.
coffee at Goodfellas when we go?
There you go.
Oh,
We have a Paramus. We're doing an event in Paramus. We're doing St. Joe's in Lodi. We're going to be in the Columbus Day Parade.
Yeah.
It goes
Well, you
on
did
and
that.
Hey,
on
slow down,
and on
slow
and
down,
on.
Biagio.
So I'm just trying to say
But
all these
speaking of
Italian
Columbus
festivals
Day,
outside.
Speaking
right
of
now.
Columbus Day, just recently, you met him, the New York Yankees' #1
I
prospect,
did.
Anthony Volpe.
He will be there, I'm sure.
We hung out with him all night.
I met him thanks
on
to Freddie.
Yes, and let me tell you, what a humble person, hard-working kid, and
He looks
parents-
like he's 20 years. How old is he?
He's
22,
21.
23?
He's
21.
21. He
Yeah.
got to at least be.
He's a kid.
But
Wow.
his
And he
his
made the roster, right?
Yeah, he made the opening day roster as the short and starting.
Wow.
shortstop. Is that incredible? Like just
Yeah,
to,
that's great. That's
to know.
amazing.
And I'll never forget the conversation we had was one thing. I remember I brought you up on the
Yeah,
dais
you said take a picture with him.
But I sat and talked to him for like maybe 20 minutes with Uncle Floyd. Me, Uncle Floyd, and Anthony Volpe
my
sat
God,
down
that's
and
a
talked
combination.
baseball that's more memorable than actually meeting him.
That's great.
And but his grandfather, I want to shout out to his grandfather because there hasn't been a more happy Italian grandfather that I have ever seen when he found out he made the opening day roster. I know it, I saw the pictures, but I met the grandfather and the parents, but the grandfather was Italian, you know, he had the accent and everything. And he was just loving every moment of his grandson getting nominated.
Who was the one who had actually
great.
told him? He was not the manager, was it?
Yeah, the manager makes the roster.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, you see how he played him, right?
Yeah.
He made it look like, oh, this is. He totally threw him off.
Yeah.
He had no idea he was going to be chosen.
Just
you know?
an amazing
He's like,
kid, and he
I was
deserves it.
shocked.
Good kid, you're good,
yeah.
He's
but we just want to let you know you're in. He's like,
and
he
he
didn't
jumped.
expect that.
He jumped from AAA to AA like 1, 2, 3, like real quick, you know. And he didn't. I don't even think he played much.
What position is he?
Shortstop.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the #1 prospect.
Shortstop.
Yeah, #1 prospect.
I have a lot of respect for shortstops.
But congratulations to the Volpe family, and it was an honor meeting you guys, and hope to meet one day in the future. But that was on Columbus Day dinner at the
Italian Tribune,
Italian
right?
Tribune. Yep. Thank you, for the Italian Tribune, for
You
giving me
know,
that
we're
opportunity.
gonna if they haven't done it already, because I just know this all new, but I think we're gonna make a nickname for him right here on the Wiseguyz show, and it happened tonight. You got the New York Yankees
That's why I
sweater
wore it
on,
for Anthony
okay?
Volpe.
For Anthony Volpe, you know what his last name means, right?
Yeah, wolf.
Fox. Well, Volpe is a fox.
A wolf is I thought it was a wolf.
No, a lupo.
Lupo. That's right. You're
Now,
right.
do they nickname him the Fox?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Is that his
tonight
new nickname?
there's a new nickname from the Wiseguyz Show crew. We got the Fox here in New York, New York, and you heard it here. All right,
Yeah, well, you're right. La Volpe
is a fox.
Yeah,
Volpe.
Yep, La Volpe.
Hey, what kind? This is a
perfect.
perfect name, right?
Yeah.
And we not to get off the subject, but Pizza Bowl 3.
Yes.
I mentioned we finally found the solution to sauce and gravy.
Oh, I don't know.
I
Really?
posted, yes, I posted.
Yes.
Okay, now this is what it is. It's a simple solution, and I'm surprised nobody caught it. See, my mother made gravy, okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Because gravy, when you put on top of the macaroni, it goes on the macaroni and it goes right to the bottom. It stays on top a little bit of it, but most of it goes onto the bottom. That was a gravy. A sauce you put on top of the macaroni, it sits on top of the macaroni. You understand
So
that?
it's a thicker.
It's thicker,
yeah.
right? So that's that's the solution. Now, I noticed, because like when people say, oh, gravy, it's like brown gravy. Yeah, you're right. When you put brown gravy on meat, it goes on the meat and it goes to the bottom. My mother's gravy went on the macaroni and went to the bottom. So I used to always say as a kid, and this is how I thought of it. I used to always say as a kid, why is my mother's sauce like this? Like, I want it on top. And I used to always get the gravy, I used to put it back on top, and it would go back to the bottom. So that's the solution. That's the answer to the 1,000-year mystery of sauce and gravy. The wise guys have figured it out. Gravy goes to the bottom of the macaroni. Sauce lays on top of the macaroni.
Uno, dos, tres, azzo!
Now, all you people, shut the hell up about the damn sauce and the gravy. Oh, man. But, let's move forward.
So there's both, really, in a sense.
Yeah, there is.
There's sauce and gravy.
Well, okay, wait a minute now. Translate in Italian sauce.
Uzug, salsa.
Salsa. Listen, salsa, sauce. Right?
No,
now,
start all over again with this
translate
nonsense.
gravy.
We just figured it out. I just told you.
All right, good.
All right,
So
we're
if you're
moving
at somebody's house and you put them, they say, would you like extra sauce or gravy or whatever, and they put it on top, and if it sits on top, it's sauce. If it goes to the bottom and you don't see any sauce on top, then it's the gravy.
Then we settled it. We settled that. We're settling a lot of things in this
but wait,
new year.
when we mentioned that at Pizza Bowl 3, everybody was like, oh, yeah, you're right. You know, kind of think about it. But I want to mention something for Celebrity Boxing. Damon Feldman, our friend, on April 12th at 7 p.m., they're kicking off their first official Celebrity Boxing podcast, Red Carpet. And it's going to be in Wilmington, Delaware. And Damon Feldman, the host, with Christopher Bruce. It'll all be live at Stitch House Brewery. And check them out at celebrityboxing.com. And we wish you the best with that. I think a Celebrity Boxing podcast is due, and as well as a Jersey Pizza Joints podcast.
You know what I want to see?
What?
I want to see another fighter for the Wiseguyz show. I want to see Marky Mark in the ring with somebody else and knock him on the Wiseguyz show team.
If you go to my Instagram, I just posted a mini Trump versus mini Biden boxing
Oh,
match.
yeah. You beat him up good, too.
Yeah.
But
I get the Let's Go Brandon flag out at the end after I knock his ass
but
out.
have you ever played Biden?
No, I won't do that because that's my image.
He refuses.
Kind of famous for mini Trump, so I can never dress like Biden. I have too many followers for that.
Oh, so you're the mini Trump.
Mini Trump.
Here he
yes.
is.
Oh yeah,
That's
mini
it.
Trump.
You're gonna meet Trump one day. You got to
I
tell
met- I
him.
met
Make
him
sure
before.
Have you
tell
met
him
him? I was
about
going to
it.
say, you probably did
I
meet
met
him
him
already.
before years ago.
No, but not as mini Trump.
No, not as
That's
mini
what I'm
Trump.
saying.
Oh yeah,
Eventually you're gonna
If I
meet
can
him.
get a picture with that, that'd be a money shot.
Oh, that's
God.
easy. That's easy.
That's easy.
We'll make it happen.
Call him
Listen,
up. Call him
we'll
up
make it
and
happen.
Go down to Florida. You're in Florida, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time you were in Florida?
About maybe 6 months ago.
Okay. You go in and say, listen, I'm here. Come and see me. And he'll come visit you, I'm sure. But I would love to see him. I'd love to see you fight for Celebrity Boxing. Who can we put him up against?
Mini Trump versus mini Biden.
That's it. He's got it. We got to find who's going to play.
I got another little guy
Who's
just
going to
as
fight?
Biden,
Yeah.
and I'll take him on.
Damon will
really
always
fighter.
be welcome to set that all up, and I told you that in the past. You know, the Wiseguyz does a lot with Celebrity Boxing. That's why I bring them up a lot. We do stuff with Celebrity Boxing, Jersey. They're like sister.
But we have a
companies.
team, and we want you. So you got to fight for the Wiseguyz show.
Yeah, but you know, you make money with that too. But they got to call people who are going to come see. You got to call and put your name down and all that stuff. But so the Wiseguyz, we do stuff. So I've been very close with Damon, and we've done some stuff recently, and we just went to the private party recently for NDO Champ. You know who NDO
this
Champ
is a big deal.
Big guy, he kicks
yeah.
the food out, and he reached over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and we were at the private party in Newark, New Jersey, and we're trying to get the fight to go to the Robert Treat.
Well, that little vignette he did in the when he was working out in the gym. That was intense.
Oh yeah.
That was a real
You see,
deal.
when I was interviewing him, he came after me. He's a big guy, man. He's no joke.
I'm saying even recently you posted something with him in the gyms. Telling people to get off their ass.
Oh
and,
yeah. No, he's a motivator. Let me tell you, I lost 100 pounds, and watching his videos sometimes they give me a little motivation myself. I told him that, and Celebrity Boxing will be doing something on April 22nd in Newark, New Jersey. They're putting a ring in the middle of the street in front of City Hall, and they're going to do a face-off showdown with NDO champ, and he's fighting Roy Jones Jr. in the metaverse. And let me tell you, I got to give them a round of applause because putting this together is big.
We got to get our Sterling security family there that day.
They're putting a ring right in the middle of the street,
right,
and they're going to do a showdown with them too, and because they're going to prepare for May 13th Clash at the Metaverse at Galaxy Arena. I'm looking more into that as we go, and they're looking for sponsors for that fight. So anybody interested, contact Damon Feldman through Celebrity Boxing. Go on his messenger, send them a message, and the Wiseguyz are going to be right in the middle of that. And let me tell you, Roy Jones Jr. is just not is a name that, when you mention him,
we're gonna
one
be
of the top 10 fighters in the world.
We're going to be in our old stomping grounds,
Roy Jones Jr. in his prime has to be probably one of the top fighters ever. Like, that's how good he was. He was amazing.
He was a title in 3 different classes of weight.
He was just...
he made his mark.
And we met him, and he's just a humble, great guy. And we're going to be doing stuff with them. And like I said, it was an honor to do something with NDO Champ. He was also the special guest referee on March 11th at Showboat.
The most important thing with great boxers is that when they give back to the youth, right?
Yeah.
And so many try to do that, but some people really commit to it, and I know he's one of them. That's very honorable.
So check out Celebrity Boxing if you're interested in sponsoring that metaverse fight. Mention the Wiseguyz, and hope to see you on that day. On was it May? What did I say? May. What day did I say? May 13th. Clash at the Metaverse. Few mentions. Let's mention now before we forget, because it's always important to mention the people you do stuff with. And a lot of these people they're like family, like you, Mark. You're like family to us. You're like, am I going to be a guest? Am I going to? You're family. So you come in. You're busy, but you're always welcome to come in at anything we do.
When was the last time you were here?
I don't know.
It's been a while.
It's been like maybe a year.
It's been over a year.
I think you kicked off the first show we did at the studio.
If you see a little guy at the foot of your bed tonight waving to you, that's me, all right? You want me to come home with you? I will.
There you go.
But
the best is, no, you don't see the leprechaun.
But friends of ours that we have to mention because they are doing things out there is AC Mike, who I was recently on the show.
Yes, sir.
He will be a part of doing
interview.
what we're doing in Atlantic City at resorts and stuff.
We made him an ambassador.
WOND, Atlantic City. He is a host of a radio show out there, and we're going to be doing stuff with AC Mike. Check out AC Mike on Facebook and all the media. Also, on April 4th, on the Huckabee Show, Rocco Solano will be performing our official magician, who we're going to be seeing shortly. He will be doing stuff in Atlantic City with us. Rocco, you ever see his magic?
Yeah, he's amazing.
He is great.
I remember, yeah.
Check him out April 4th on the Huckabee Show.
Rocco.
You want to get close to Trump, get close to Huckabee. They're like buddy Huckabee and Trump. You know what I mean? Rocco's a good guy. And also, here's a new guy we met who we will be doing stuff with. And he does video like me. We get together. We could do some stuff. His name is Frankie Meatballs. His name is Frankie Scuderi on Facebook if you want to check him out. But he was on Food Network twice. And he did a show. He was on a show called America's Worst Chefs. Mm-hmm. Frankie Meatballs is a friend of ours now. I just got to do more with him. Look him up, see what he's about. We've been kept in contact with each other. We're going to do a cooking video or some type of food video with him. Just stay tuned for that. And obviously, it's in October. Dinner with Chips. Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox.
Chicks?
Who we met, and we've had conversation with a few times.
Yep. October 20th to 21st. Eric Estrada, Larry Wilcox in Indianapolis. You never know. We might
Billy's
end up
boy,
there.
Billy
Gagoose hooked this all up. It's called Blue Angel Connect and Night of Dreams. They're going to be doing autographs and photo ops. And look them up. Look, Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox. It doesn't get any bigger than that. These guys are
California.
They're our friends. They're our friends. They wished me happy birthday on my birthday. Thanks to Annette who did call them up. but
the tribute.
You got to mention these people because they do a lot for us. Here's another one who we haven't seen in a while, but he's been posting on our page. Joe Woolley.
Joe Woolley.
Yes. Joe
Mazzad.
Joe. Giuseppe Mazzada.
Seen recently with pictures with Eric Roberts, Tom Paulino. So Joey's been doing some movie stuff, and we got to get together with Joey. And another person we promised to get together with, she's doing stuff out in New York. Gigi LaQ.
Gigi.
We promise we're gonna come see you one day.
Gigi.
We're just all over the place.
Yes.
Mike Marino,
Yes.
and Fabio Pompili in Italy.
Yes.
And our boys at the New York crew, all you guys, Joe D'Onofrio,
our Long Island boys, Big Time Tommy. Osborne.
Yes. What was the other guy?
Vinny Dice.
Vinny Dice, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sal Valentanetti.
Yes.
You can keep going, right?
Yes, yep. And we'll be seeing, and on April 1st is our Philly crew. We're going to see our South Philly crew in South Philly.
Uncle Louis
Renee down at the cafe down here.
Well, we're going early to stop by Renee.
Yes,
for
yes.
sure.
May 10th. With big day as well.
Is that the cannoli?
The biggest cannoli in the world, yeah.
He did the biggest cheesesteak.
Biggest cheesesteak.
Now cannoli.
In Philly?
Yep.
In Philly.
Okay.
They're working.
They closed down the roads. You got to see this.
Listen, you got to
I'll see you
Unreal.
guys at the Swingers Club after that.
Listen, we're in stuff in the week, going on in the week too, so
All right.
stay tuned.
Oh, Pete Gaudio. Got to mention Pete
yes,
Gaudio.
Peter Gaudio.
Peter.
And he's doing stuff with the Gravesend. End.
Yes.
William DeMeo.
Well, William DeMeo.
Gravesend.
Gravesend. That they just finished.
Oh, you know
next
what?
series.
You know what we got to mention? You mentioned Joe Woolley. How we didn't meet Joe Woolley is the Del Vecchio family. See what Mario? This kid is killing it in wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Mario Del Vecchio is gonna. He's making history.
Kenny
Didn't he move?
Ken Del Vecchio, Mario's the son.
Right. Did he move out of New Jersey? Am I
They
correct?
in Florida. He committed his family. He's a family man. He committed his life to moving down there and focusing on his sons. Obviously, not just his wrestling skills. He's academically he's killing it, but as an 8th grader, he's making history in wrestling.
Wow.
Wrestling 12th graders.
12th graders, he's kicking ass, and we're proud of you. And when you come up, we're going to celebrate.
He was a
with you.
wrestler. He doesn't even talk about it. He was a wrestler.
It was a long time ago.
Well,
You were a good
It
wrestler.
wasn't WWF.
You were a good wrestler.
Yeah, I was.
This now the question is, it's going to be his direction, and obviously you can see he's passionate about it, and his father and him are just got an amazing team that he's. But he could definitely be a true
Absolutely. 8th grade
world Olympian.
fighting seniors.
What?
12th grade.
He's not only, he's
That's
kicking
crazy.
their ass, man.
Wow, I didn't
He's
see
trying-
that. I didn't
No, you
see
got to
that.
follow this.
Wow.
I would like to see, and I keep giving him messages of. I'd love to see him as an Olympian.
What does he weigh now? Since you're looking at that, do you know what his weight is?
I think he's like not even 115.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's bench pressing. I think he was bench pressing close to I think he was bench pressing 185.
You're talking
You know?
about.
Yeah, but he's 8th grade, like you just
Eighth
said.
grade.
Boys, you gotta-
He's
He's
185.
beating seniors.
All you got to do is hook the leg. That's it. That's
Hook
the
the
key.
leg.
Hook the leg right behind the knee.
What, you wrestle too?
Yeah, we do a little wrestling too. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's the
you
key.
wrestle with the girls, isn't
That's the key, though.
You don't do WWF.
No, little people are good at wrestling. Seriously.
Did
'cause
you
we're
know
low to the
Frankie
ground.
Burns? Did
Oh,
you know
of
Frankie
course.
Burns?
Frankie Burns? No.
He was a little person who wrestled WWE, and he was my friend's cousin. I got a story to tell you about him one time. Oh my God!
But the key is that you learn like hook right behind the the knee.
It's
okay?
interesting.
And then just pick up. Hook it and pick up, right?
It's interesting you're saying that. They're always fighting in boxing, but I would love to see some MMA, UFC with little guys.
Yeah.
That would be
Bring it on.
intense. Huh?
I could take on Biagio, I think. I
We're
don't know,
gonna get
man.
a wrestling match
Look at
on.
it. Look at his guns. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can handle that. I'll retreat my.
I'll tell you what.
remark on
Next
that
time
one.
we'll have Andrew put some edges on here. We'll get up on the table.
Couple mattresses,
Couple-
man.
Let me ask you, Biagio, did you ever do the States? Did you ever make the States?
Yeah, I
did. Did you win the States?
Oh, wait
I
a
took
minute.
second.
So, hey,
Was
that's
it
as good as winning.
wrestling or was it soccer? You told me the story about. Oh, it was soccer. You
With-
played soccer. Your father goes
No,
to the
that
coach. Was it
that
wrestling?
was wrestling.
Oh, tell that story. That's the best. Listen to this.
I'll make it short.
Yeah.
We had a gas station, and my father used to pick me up every day at 3:00. So he
How
comes.
old
in,
were you?
Oh, I'm going to say because I didn't drive yet, so 16, let's say.
All right, 60.
So I didn't drive, so he used to pick me up every day at Garfield. So, I never used to go to wrestling practice. So my father one day comes to pick me up, and I decided I made believe he's not outside. I went to the school gym. So we're wrestling, and I see from the corner of my eye, my father comes in. So I got up, and my coach goes, "Where you going?" I said, "My father's, I got to leave." He goes, "Oh, that's your father. I want to talk to him." I said, "All right." My father can't speak English that well. So he goes over to my father, and he goes, "Listen, you know your son's one of the captains on the team, and it looks bad because he's never here at practice." So my father looks at him and says, "How much you pay my son?" Because what are you talking about? He's got to go to work. And he took me.
Yeah. Ote!
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
That's right.
And
I ran out.
While we were off, we had the 90th birthday for your father, right?
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
right. That was
yeah.
at Macaluso's also. What
Yeah.
was that, January?
That was in his birthday's in November.
November. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Wow.
I forgot about that. We
Yeah.
mentioned that. That was a
turned
nice
90?
time.
He turned 90.
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
He's a strong man, you
Yep.
know, and reminds me a lot of my father, you know, like he just that quiet.
He likes that old school. He has a lot of stories to tell. I know he sat down with you and Mike.
Yeah.
Tell him all
forget
these
about
stories.
We were talking.
He's got a lot to say.
I told your brother because he does videography. He should be filming.
Yeah, there's a lot of
documenting that.
stories that you don't want to
Where
lose.
is your brother? I mean, we were making
Anthony-
videos and then it all stopped. What's going on here?
We got to get him started
Got to
again.
fire him up.
We were doing some good videos and then it just stopped.
Yeah.
And what about Antonio? Or what happened to him?
Looks like he's
Driving a
gigging
bus
again
still?
with his band. right?
Antonio, yeah, he's gigging again. He's got a new girlfriend.
That's
That's it.
now.
Uno, two, tres,
That's all.
Well, I got to tell you, we got so much happening. We tried to get it all out to you. The main things, obviously, Resorts Casino,
There's still
Biagio,
so
the
much
Wiseguyz
more.
in the fall. Then we got Goodfellas. We're going to be doing more than one at Goodfellas. This is just the start at Goodfellas.
This is the
and
opener.
then Italian festivals. Thanks to
There's going to
Biagio.
be a lot this year.
And I got to do a special mention to Toto in New Jersey, who loves us and always has us a part
Yes.
of everything we
Montaigne.
do. Mark and
Mark,
at the
brothers.
Toto of Board of Recreation and Mario. How's Mario doing?
Mario Perry's doing
Mario-
much better.
okay,
He's good.
good.
He's good.
Good. So we'll be seeing.
Yeah,
I know they did a Christmas parade, Christopher Columbus, the Columbus Day.
You know what? I'm going to look up the date, but there's also the big car show fundraiser that's coming up in April.
So you,
too.
Yeah, they're
Mark,
doing
you
that
would
thing
have a
too,
lot
right?
of fun, but you always got a gig. But
I'd love
the
for
Columbus
Mark to come.
Festival, the Christmas parade, the parade in New
This
York
is
City.
great for
Come on,
your
that's a lot.
family. And when you bring your family, you want to enjoy with your mom is good, hopefully, and your kids. You bring them. This is for the family.
If
too.
he's not working, you got to come.
Yeah, of course.
But I know he's very
That's it.
busy.
Mark,
so
you
God
want to know
bless.
one of the most funnest times I had last year completely? It was the first time I ever did it too. I was being on the float at the Columbus Day Parade in New York City, going down, what was that? Avenue
I don't
of
know,
America.
Fifth Ave or Avenue.
We were on a
America?
float.
You're on
Yep.
a float.
We were on a float, and then it went up, and on the top of the float, that's where we were, and the only person up there was Biagio singing, blasting the music. Like,
Yeah, we
were the loudest
we were
float
loud.
in the whole parade. And then
We
and
brought
we were on the
serious
side,
speakers.
but what a time I had! It was you just didn't want it to end.
And the amount of people there. Was
Oh,
crazy.
forget
Thousands,
it!
thousands.
Forget
great.
it! There was I've never had so much fun in my life, you know. And thanks to Biagio
And believe me, but we were blowing up the speakers. We brought our own speakers.
Yeah.
We made sure we were the
what's
loudest.
the Italian club though that we went with the
Oh,
bus?
Sagno, you know what?
Oh,
I'm sorry, I can't remember.
No, that's all right. That's all right. But there's a lot going on. So, but it was the time of my life.
You didn't blow a fuse.
No,
With those
well,
speakers.
everything. I know, right?
When I'm
we had a
saying
generator go.
pumping,
Oh,
we
generator.
pumped it like crazy.
we were pumping. You could have heard us. We were the loudest. I'm telling you, it was just insane.
and they televised a lot of us. When we were watching
yes,
later,
Yes.
they had us over and over again. It was funny because you see floats. We left, And like 5 minutes later, you still hear our music.
Oh yeah,
That's how loud
we were pounding.
Okay,
We had other floats telling us to lower it.
I found the date. It is actually April 24th, which is a Sunday. What better day? And hopefully the sun will be shining that day. Let's see here. Wait a minute. This is another date.
Sunday might work.
No, actually, no. That's not the date. Hold on a minute. It's saying
Who's this for now, Mike?
this is for the New Jersey car show in Totowa.
Oh,
That's not on the 24th. That's another date. I'll have to get the date. Let's see if I.
if you go to, are you going to Totowa's website?
I'm going. I'm going.
If you go there, you should see it.
Yeah, I'm going to it right now.
He has a few of them, Mike.
Yeah,
Are you
but
doing the
this-
Italian one with the Alfa Romeos, the Ferraris? Is
Well,
that what
we're
you're
gonna
doing?
do. Well, it's a car show. Of
Right,
all
but I thought
cars,
you were
all
doing all
brand-
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a lot of those
The Italian, yeah.
stuff.
He gives
classics.
awards and everything there, yeah.
Yeah, this
They
is
do a real good one.
fundraiser. You know,
They do a
just
real
trying to
nice
make
one.
sure I know what to do. I'll just go right onto.
Well, I was looking for that. I do want to mention, as a firefighter, we got involved with a charitable foundation, and we connected Cheryl Roccabello, who's also is kind of fire department related. But on May 22nd, the Firefighters Charitable Foundation, that we went to last year and met so many athletes, former athletes, they're hosting their annual golf tournament. At the town of Oyster Bay Golf Course. There's going to be dozens of pro athletes involved. Legends like Art Shamsky, Bob Apatow, I don't know, all famous Mets. They try to get more of the area players, you know. And you want to have a lot of fun. Go to the Firefighters Charitable Foundation website. Our video is on that website when I did all them interviews. And go there if you're a golfer. You hands down, you're gonna have a great time because they just put on an amazing event. So and Cheryl, I think, is gonna be a part of that. But Cheryl's like another one. Cheryl
She does so
Kelly
many
Lee.
things.
She was in Africa.
great.
I call her up one time. She's in Africa.
I'm going to try to
Then
find
I
it.
call
for
her
you,
up.
Mike.
She's in Florida. Then I call her up again. She's back in Africa. Who does that? Like, you know.
Yes, our sister. All right, here it is.
Oh, you found it?
It's Sunday, April 23rd. Yeah, it was around the same.
Yeah.
2023. Looks like they targeted that same day. That is also Sunday, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. But first come, first serve. You got to get there early.
Where is it, Mike?
This is going to be in Totowa. This
Did they say where?
location is
Is that on Union Boulevard?
Peterson Road in Totowa.
Okay.
Okay, and the rain date is April 30th. So hopefully it's going to be a sunny day. I would imagine it would be. But looking forward to it. And the fundraiser is, let's see here, it's actually the fourth annual, and I guess the fundraiser goes to the Board of Recreation, right, and Council.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. They do so many things in Totowa. It's one of the nicest towns, what I'm talking about. Always doing events, always doing fundraisers. Great town. Great mayor and council.
And
Yes.
back to Tina,
Unreal.
back to Cheryl, mention a special mention to Tina DeVito, who we haven't seen in a while, but Cheryl and Tina have been working together doing stuff, and we're going to find out more about what they're doing. A lot to do with a race car. So, I mean, Cheryl's a hustler.
Yes.
And I tried her whiskey. The new
Caramel?
Roccabella caramel apple whiskey is
looking
out
forward
of this
to it.
world.
And you don't have to mix it with
I'm going to
nothing.
get you a bottle. But you got to promote it. For me.
That other bottle,
The
with
vodka?
coconut, the vodka.
Would you
That's
like
good
that?
stuff.
Good, right?
Like amazing.
You don't
Just a
have to
little
mix
bit
it
of
with
ice.
anything, right?
Just
put
a little
ice.
bit of ice.
And
That's
that's
all you
it.
Listen, I'm going to get you a bottle, but you got for Cheryl, not for me. I mean, it's
Okay.
not my business. But if I'm giving it to you, you take a picture with it in one of your outfits, maybe Trump, whatever
right.
you want to do. But I want you to promote it.
I would,
Okay, that's fair.
this outfit right here if you had it, man.
I'm going to
fair.
drop it
Really
off to you on the
fair
day
enough.
you're
Black and
off.
red.
I'm going to come by.
Okay.
And it's a caramel apple whiskey. I at your
do all
Valentine's
these
Day
different
show, I drank
flavors.
half a bottle. I
Did
was
you really?
ripped. I was ripped. I got up there singing
Just a
songs.
little
man,
ice,
I
right?
didn't even-
Just a little
Yes,
ice,
you
right?
gotta have
You
ice.
can put ice, yeah. I did it with ice, but then I tried it without ice, like as a shot, and it was good either way.
Let me tell you what I
Wow.
did. You want to hear what I did recently? I love concoctions. I'm always mixing
What
up
the heck
stuff.
is a concoction?
Go vanilla yogurt, the Greek yogurt, real smooth.
With vodka.
Wait a minute. I put it was
With
the-
vodka?
Oh, I was
listen,
only joking.
I put the yogurt. I put granola on it. I put blueberries in it. Okay, and then I poured a shot of that vodka over it.
And then you lit it on fire. Flambe, baby.
Dude, it was fantastic.
This is why he looks like he's 35 years old.
This is what happens when you're working in the garage all day on fancy cars, and you start thinking of crazy shit.
I'm going to tell you right now, try it. And you're going to love it.
I'd try it. Maybe without the granola in it.
The other thing you could do is you fill a glass of grapes and you put a shot in it.
Oh, boy.
And you eat it with the grapes.
How'd you think of that?
When I was a kid, I
Right.
used to see my father used to mix the fruit in it, and he used to put, obviously like wine or sangria,
Right.
but once in a blue moon, he'd put something like a sambuca or something, and it's a treat. So then I said, you know what? I got to try this you know what? I made it for not just me. I made it for my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my wife. And so now they know I'm good with concoctions. They're like, oh, make something. Oh, and then I put a little bit of whipped cream if I got whipped cream. But fruit, granola, yogurt, and a little bit of that vodka. Trust me.
Sounds good.
Rocabella. Oh, I posted it, and Cheryl said, I got to try that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, you could try anything with that vodka or that whiskey. And that
whiskey
caramel
must be
apple
money.
whiskey, there's got to be something to do with it special. I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe make like a syrup out of it or something where it's strong on your ice cream or something.
Oh,
Yeah, same
I
thing.
think
On the ice
An
cream, they put that on ice cream.
I think
Caramel.
pour it over blueberry pancakes.
Yeah, anything.
But you
Let
got
it
to like
soak.
put like make it a syrup though, you know?
Yeah, well,
It's
No,
it's
but
out
the,
of
the pancakes, he's
we
right.
could thicken it up a little
Look,
bit somehow. I don't
when
figure it out.
when you drink it, you taste immediately. You taste the apple, then it goes to caramel, and then the whiskey. You know what I mean? It's got a distinct flavor, taste to it, and I'm gonna get you. I'm telling you, you're getting a bottle.
You would actually buy a bottle of this, right? You would actually
Oh
buy it.
yeah,
See?
sure.
Wow.
And let me tell you, like on a nice summer
Are you
night
really
when
not
it's
a-
cool outside, you want to stay a little warm. You have a little bit of that. You can have it straight or on the rocks,
Wow.
and I think it'll work.
Well, listen, you're talking about on pancakes like a baba. Baba is with rum.
Yeah.
Let us soak it with that. Get a baba and soak it with that.
You know what they're doing now with the babas? They're putting them in jars. Like they're like in,
Oh,
a,
I see
in
that.
a jar
Yeah.
now.
In a
That's
jar.
new.
No, I've seen that. The
I've never
subliminal
seen
In a
ones,
clear
yeah.
jar, yeah.
And I've just started noticing that. I was like, look at this, babas in the jars. When the heck?
We're not going to have time tonight, but remind us about the babas, and I will talk about the Baba Man from Newark. Baba.
Well, our videos came back up because of the holidays. We did a video for St. Patrick's Day with Mini
Saw
Mark,
that.
and we also did a video for St. Joseph's, the pastries at Aroma di Napoli. You want to talk about a treat, man? They're going
Oh,
back.
he
yeah.
knows.
Oh, yeah.
They look forward to it all the time.
There was.
You remember when we
right?
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nelly, Roma di Napoli.
Yes.
We went in the back.
Your aunt went nuts when she had the biscottis,
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you,
That's good stuff.
it's
Well, the holidays are here, so we're gonna enjoy it. Easter's coming up, right?
Shouldn't we be like on a diet at this time, right? Like right now, we should be on a diet, prepare for all these.
I've been dieting. I've been on 100
Up,
pounds.
Freddie, that's
down,
amazing,
and
Freddie.
over and out.
What you lost is unbelievable.
Awesome.
He lost
Talk
a
about
lot.
boxing.
Wow.
It's the
Take
caramel
shots in the
apple.
stomach.
Is it
and liquor.
he's
That's what it is.
unreal what he lost and how fast he did.
Yeah, I did it in one. We're in April, but in January of last year, I weighed 360 pounds.
Wow. And he didn't
Now
look
I'm
like
around
he weighed that much.
240.
Jeez.
Yeah, about 240. So around
That's a lot of weight.
about 120 pounds really total.
Wow.
But
And
now
that's
it's
all hard work.
it's hard work.
Dieting,
Hard work.
Caramel apple,
Sit-ups.
man. Don't let him fool
cardio.
No.
What was it? The caramel?
you. The apple liquor. That was his diet.
That's what it was.
That was his diet.
So that's what has he got in there right now?
Rocabella.
Is it white like
it's-
that? That color?
No, this is
Clear?
vodka.
the vodka. The Roccabella vodka is outstanding, and even her cocktails, they're just
They're always
all
good.
good stuff. And but on another note, we're getting close to finishing the show. But before we leave, I just want to mention all the things we're doing. Stay tuned to our Wiseguyz Facebook group page. It's really the traffic on our group pages is amazing. It's really people are starting to see. We're getting likes. We're getting the interest.
Talking about Giuseppe Gatto, he was on the Joe Rubio show.
The Joe Rubo show, yes,
and,
with Denise Casal, the 6th borough.
which is another family down in Florida.
They're our sister family, our sister station, or our sister show in South Florida, and they are. I didn't bother them about doing any videos. We'll get them along the way. We had so much to talk about. Also, don't forget the Uncle Louie Variety Show. The Uncle Louie, we're going to be with them, but. They've been doing videos. You're in a video of Uncle Louie.
And we did that.
Remember we sang in the studio?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah. So
you remember the song?
Down in the basement.
No.
Down in the basement.
Down in the
Down in
basement.
the basement. That's it.
No, straight out of
Straight out of the basement, something like that. I sit down in the basement. I know it's something like that.
There's a video, right?
We're in the video.
Yeah.
We're all singing.
That's like gangster stuff. That was
Yeah.
That was like gangster video.
That's how we're gonna end the show. Okay, we'll end the show for the Uncle Louie Variety Show.
Vaffanculo. That's how we say hello in Italy.
Yep. So
That and the other song is a killer too. The sandwich.
Oh.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
we'll be hearing that all weekend long. Trust me. But I want to also thank Linda Finelli, who got a table at the Galdo's, and we're going to see them there.
Yes.
Celebrity Boxing picked up a table. They do have a table. Damon's going to make a special appearance, and then he's going to leave because he's flying to Florida.
All right.
He's got an event in Florida to do, but he promised he was going to try to stop by.
Mark Walchek was going to try to be
So-
there. Unfortunately, he can't make it, but I invited our family, and hopefully we'll see them.
Well,
We'll have a great time.
at this point, we have about a minute left. I want to wish everybody Holy Thursday's coming. I want you to go out there and do
Buona
your
Pasqua.
pilgrimage. Churches, all the churches are open on Holy Thursday. Go visit your churches and support. And also Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and then the big day, Easter, coming soon. We want to wish all of you a very happy Easter, a blessed Easter, and we'll be informing you on our Facebook group page of everything that we're doing. We mentioned a lot tonight, but there's even more. We're so busy. I don't think we could do the podcast week after every 2 weeks, so we're gonna just do a podcast when we need to do a podcast. And but pay attention, we got a lot going on, and we're gonna see you there.
It's going to be posted on the page, so you got to stay tuned with that.
But
You got
for
to be
now,
on that page.
April 1st at Galdo's in South Philly, and April 29th, Umberto Tozzi with Italian singing sensation Biagio performing at the Hard Rock in Atlantic City.
Everybody there.
Go to our page and get the bus. And with that note, let's leave off for the Uncle Louie guys. Straight out of the basement, we live and play the Italian way.
Buona Pasqua.
Buona Pasqua a
Happy
tutti.
Easter.
Happy Easter.
Un abbraccio.
Saturday, April 29th, direct from Italy, Umberto Tozzi. Come to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. It's the Gloria Forever Tour. Umberto Tozzi. With over 70 million records sold, see Umberto Tozzi. Gloria, one of Umberto Tozzi's major hits, exploded in the U.S. when recorded by American singer Laura Branigan. Umberto Tozzi, the Gloria Forever Tour, arrives in America at Atlantic City's Hard Rock Hotel and Casino with special guest Biagio. Italian singing sensation Biagio joins singer, songwriter, composer, record producer Umberto Tozzi. The Gloria Forever Tour, Saturday, April 29th at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com.
Time to rock and roll. I'll catch up with you one of these days, wise guy, and when I do, pow!